Здравствуйте, уважаемые зрители и подписчики моего канала. Вы на канале Game World, с вами Джонни, и мы продолжаем прохождение игры Fallout 4. Всем приятного просмотра, не забывайте подписываться на канал. Отлично, нашли аптечку. Ну, все, больше ничего нету здесь. Ну, пойдемте к Амаре наконец-то. Так, ну она внизу, а мы наверх. Здесь еще просмотрим. Шикарно, патрон дробовика. Терминал Ирма легкий, ну вскрывать не будем. Ну, плитку брать не будем, зачем она нам нужна? Ну, это броню, да, возьмем. Продадим. Ну что, пошли, дружище.
Dr. Amari?
Yes, I take it this isn't a social call.
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you do realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
Please. Nick told me you're the only one who can make this work.
This dead brain had inside knowledge of the Institute, Amari. The biggest scientific secret of the Commonwealth. You need this, and so do we.
Fine. I'll take a look. But no guarantees. Do you have it with you?
Here's what I could find.
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've seen, all Institute technology has a similar architecture.
Nick's an older model synth. Is he compatible?
That's exactly what I was thinking. If we are lucky, it should hook right in. But even if this works, Mr. Valentine would be taking on a tremendous amount of risk. We're talking about wiring something to his brain.
Don't worry about me, Amari. Let's do it.
Just don't damage that brain, you two. I need it.
Trust me, Amari's hands are the safest place a brain can be.
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine, just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Нет, это вряд ли. Мы тебя не пристрелим.
I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive functions could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Ну что теперь?
Is Nick gonna be okay?
Yes, the connections appear to be stable. Hopefully it'll be as simple as unplugging the implant once we're done. But that doesn't get around the current problem. The memory encryption is too strong for a single mind. But what if we use two? We load both you and Mr. Valentine into the memory loungers. Run your cognitive functions in parallel. He'll act as a host, while your consciousness drives through whatever memories we can find.
Any idea what I'm gonna see in there?
I have no clue. But considering we only have a single piece of the medial temporal lobe and not the whole brain, I doubt it'll be cohesive.
All right, let's get started.
Just sit down over there and keep your fingers crossed.
Так, ну что ж, давайте заваливаем в капсулу. Куда это он побежал, блин? Ага, вот так вот. Он в ту капсулу садится, а мы в эту. Ну что ж, отлично. Я надеюсь, собака не свалит куда-нибудь, блин. Ждет нас.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on.
Да, нестабильно, это плохо.
Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the
Охренеть, блин. Офигеть. Изучить воспоминания Келлога.
Through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
Так, ну и что, куда тут идти-то?
Remember, you are experiencing these memories as Kellogg. This may prove disorienting at first.
Ну, похоже, надо по этим типа нейронам бегать.
Turn down the goddamn radio! I'm trying to sleep!
All 5 states have now signed on, which means that as of this moment, we are all citizens of...
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away. I told myself I wanted to find somewhere out from under the thumb of the NCR and all their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me in her way. And she protected me from Dad. That cost her more than a few beatings. I never knew what happened to her after I left. I didn't want to know. Not then. Dad was either drunk or not around. I guess he must have run with one of the raider gangs, but I never really knew what he did. Don't know why Mom was with him. Maybe at some point in his life he wasn't a complete asshole.
Ну что, пойдемте дальше.
This doesn't seem to be what we're looking for.
Ну да, это не то, что нам нужно.
There appears to be another intact memory close to you in temporal sequence. There. Try that one.
Так, вот какой-то.
The thing about happiness is you only know you had it when it's gone. I mean, you may think to yourself that you're happy, but you don't really believe it. Focus on the petty bullshit or next job or whatever. It's only looking back, by comparison with what comes after, that you really understand That's what happiness felt like. I was the worst thing that ever happened to her. If she'd never met me, she'd have stayed in the hub, maybe hooked up with someone who didn't kill people for a living. Probably been happier than she was with me. Almost certainly lived longer.
Так, итак, мы понимаем, что у него была жена и дочка, похоже.
Come on, Sarah, you've got to give it a chance. I finally got steady work with a good outfit. Nothing like that in the NCR these days.
No, I'm not saying this was a mistake. I'm just... Are you sure these guys know what they're doing? They seem kind of green.
I know, but that's where I come in. Just wait. In a few years, I'll be running my own crew. As soon as I make the connections I need. Then I can give you anything you want. And little Mary, too.
I never worried about you before. Must be my mama instincts kicking in. Who knew I had those, huh?
Come on, you're great with her. And you don't need to worry about me. Most of it's just running security for the Sheen. A lot of standing around looking tough. Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter? No, I never deserved her. Not for 1 second.
Well, they sure picked the right person for that job.
Listen, it's gonna be great here. See this? This is what's gonna keep you and Mary safe. I promise.
Ну, это тот ствол, что мы забрали у него.
I'm sure we're gonna be really happy here.
We are. You'll see.
Судя по всему, самый первый ствол его.
That's okay. I got her.
Let's keep looking. I'll connect you to the next
Ничего,
impact
короче,
moment.
интересного. Давайте дальше пойдем. Так, это мы уже смотрели.
What?
Судя по всему, опускаемся глубже и глубже. Так, а что, куда там? Не получается что-то у нас. Так, сейчас мы основательно пороемся в его воспоминаниях. Так, вот оно, новое воспоминание.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you
Злостная у него
know,
пушка в руках, блин.
they died like dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
I found another memory to try. I'll connect you.
Угу, подключай. Проходим сейчас. Похоже, жену и дочку убили, что ли?
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Oh, we'll pay you. And, you'll do this all by yourself?
That's right.
We pay you when the job's done. Is that okay?
That's the way you want to do it? So who do you want dead?
Well, it's like this. There's his family. Lives down the creek a ways.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Ладно, пойдем дальше. так этот урод и дошел, похоже, до такой жизни, убивая невинных.
I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're in.
I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate.
Молодец.
Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer.
Ну я так круче.
You've got to tell us something.
Так, что, пойдемте дальше?
There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Отлично.
Manual override initiated. Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find it.
Pod C6. Down the hall near the end.
Вот сволочи. Ученый института. Ученый института. Ну это, конечно, этот урод. Это наше воспоминание самое первое. Когда они убили мою жену, блин, вот она лежит. Точнее, стоит, блин. И там шум. Сволочи, блин, а. Просто сволочи.
Almost. Everything's going to be fine.
Come here. Come here, baby.
No, I've got him.
Let the boy go. I'm only going to tell you once.
Ублюдок, блин.
Giving you shot.
Не зря я тебя убил, скотину, блин. Надо было тебе жопу порвать.
Get the kid out of here and let's go.
Надо было тебе, урод, жопу порвать и в рот нассать, блин, еще. Козлина, блин.
What's the holdup?
I'm almost finished, Kellogg. I just need to confirm.
Опа, а что, все остальные тоже разморозились?
Alright, we're good.
Ну да, вот я.
I'm sorry you had to go through that again.
Да ничего страшного.
I found another intact memory. Whenever you're ready.
Ну что, погнали, давай. Че ждать-то команды?
Is that your son? This
А хрен его знает, наверное, он...
memory. So, good news, I think.
This whole setup in Diamond City was part of some elaborate plan of the old man's. Seems obvious now that we were bait for our friend from the vault. Timing couldn't have been an accident. It's not how the old man works. I wonder if he outsmarted me in the end. Another loose end tied up.
Ну что, теперь по шуму воспоминания.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Блин, охренеть, если бы мы хотя бы лет так на 30, на 40 раньше бы проснулись, блин, мы могли бы это все предотвратить бы. Не повезло, блин. персонажу главному.
Kellogg. It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
The new breed of synths could easily pass as human. Some of them did. But the coursers, they weren't built to blend in. They were killing machines, pure and simple. Smarter, stronger, and faster than almost any real human. I'm just glad they were always on my side.
Да, зашибись. Почти любого, но не каждого, да? Некоторые есть быстрее, получается, чем синты. Ну, это мы доказали, в общем-то, уже, что синтов можно убивать легко.
Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Охренеть, куда-то испарились, блин. Интересно.
Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready.
Ну что, блин, давайте вылазить, что ли. Супер просто.
Slow movements, okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have had. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Валентайну это понравилось.
Am I okay? Are you seeing anything bad?
Don't be alarmed, but I honestly don't know what to look for. As I said before, this is uncharted territory, but your neural and physiological readings have returned to normal. From a medical standpoint, you're fine. Are you ready to talk about what happened in there?
You were along for the ride, weren't you? You saw what I saw.
Yes, but it's important we review everything together, in case either of us missed anything.
There's more than one person who knows about the Institute. Virgil, that scientist who escaped.
I didn't know Institute scientists could defect. This changes everything. He could answer all sorts of questions. Where did the memory say he was? The glowing sea? That can't be right. No one would risk going there, not even to hide.
Why? What makes the glowing sea so dangerous?
The name says it all. Radiation. So much that nothing there could possibly live. Nothing pleasant. Navigating radioactive hazards is nothing new. But the glowing sea can kill a man in seconds. That's why it doesn't make sense. Virgil fleeing into that hell. The exposure alone.
That's why he's there. To make the Institute think twice about following him.
That must be it. He's using the radiation in the glowing sea like a shield, or a cloak, a way to throw them off and be at an advantage. If Virgil found a way to survive there, you'll have to do the same. If you're going to follow him.
How do I fight that much radiation, Doctor?
There are chemical compounds. Rad-X, Radaway. You'd need as much as you could carry. Maybe more. A sealed environment suit would be great, if you could find one. Or maybe one of those suits of power armor? That would be perfect.
Oh no, I'm not going there. That's crazy.
And plunging into a dead man's memory wasn't crazy? You've already done the impossible. Who's to say God won't let you do it again? Look, think it over if you have to, but it's the only path I can offer. Through the glowing sea to Virgil. By the way, I unplugged Mr. Valentine first. Removed the implant while you were waking up. He's waiting for you upstairs.
Ну что ж, друзья, задание у нас завершено, опасные мысли. И начинается у нас задание «Светящееся море». Ну а мы встретимся с вами в следующей части. Подписывайтесь на канал, смотрите видео, ставьте лайки, пишите комментарии. Пока-пока.